The woman slit her own throat with a knife, but instead of saving her, her boyfriend's first instinct was to lean in and desperately drink her blood. The next day, a strange tree began growing from her neck. Its branches were covered in red fruit. When one was plucked and squeezed, it burst open with dark red blood. As more and more blood drained from her body grew drier and thinner, while the tree on her neck became larger and stronger. In the end, she turned into a shriveled corpse, but her boyfriend didn't believe she was dead. To him, she had simply taken on a new form of life. He moved to a remote village and planted the blood tree in his yard. Years later, a young couple got lost in the nearby forest. They tried asking a group of boys for help, but the boys said nothing and only responded with eerie laughter. Frightened, the girl tugged at her boyfriend and urged him to leave. But not long after, they realized those boys were following them. Thinking it was just a prank, they tried to ignore it. Then suddenly, the boys rushed at them. One of them slashed the girl's neck with a vine. As the blood began to flow, the boyfriend's mouth started to water, and to the girl's horror, he lunged at her like an animal. After narrowly escaping, the man helped his injured girlfriend to the village. But the place was filled with strange bloodstains that made him uneasy. With no other options, he knocked on a nearby door and asked for help. The man of the house took one look at the girl and agreed to let them stay the night. As he bandaged the girl's wound, he began telling them a terrifying story. He once had a girlfriend who was hated by everyone because she always wanted to bleed herself. Though he tried to stop her, the next morning, a tree had started growing from her neck. Not long after, she turned into a dry corpse. Later that night, the man woke up to find his girlfriend missing. He went downstairs to look for her, only to discover a room full of blood-colored fruit growing on vines. Before he could react, the host appeared behind him. Gently stroking one of the fruits, the man whispered, "She's still alive." The chilling sight reminded him of the story. But there was no time to waste. He demanded to know where his girlfriend was. The host insisted she had never left. Just as he began to question his own memory, a faint voice came from beneath the floor. It was a villager, urging him to escape. He said the host had destroyed the entire village, turning all the residents into blood trees. Panicked, the man rushed back upstairs to find his girlfriend, and tried to escape with her. But it was too late. They hadn't gotten far when blood trees began sprouting from their bodies. He remembered what the villager said. The only way to survive was to eat the fruit, but doing so would create an unending thirst for blood. And by then, the girl could no longer resist. She had begun to drink blood.